weaken the plant. Okay, like being said, like when you have somebody say like, I got Kim Dog #1. That means that's that's like a first clip off that plant. Now, maybe that's really good. But just because, like, cause you'll have people that think like Kim Dog or certain strains are just like good because of the name. You can have like #8 or #9 of something and it not be as good as #1 because either the people didn't preserve the way they weren't preserving the genetics, they weren't cloning right. There's a lot into that shit that's still quite beyond me. Not like I should. Not like I should. But believe you me, there will be very detailed information for this next round.
No, we're gonna do pictures and
Well, no, she's actually right, technically right. You should have a journal, because see, the thing is, like, they feed different. They feed different.
Oh, what happened?
And I think Nick got off. It's 12 o'clock. We usually only play for like an hour longer ourselves. Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Oh, you had to call more?
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Sorry.
Yeah. Chill.
Yeah. But no, we got roughly like a week and a half, 2 weeks at most. Right now, it's just really watching our trichomes. Like, we're nice and milky right now. Really ain't got an amber to them yet though. And you want like when you're looking at a bud as a whole. And it's hard to do with the microscope I got because it's just a little jeweler's loop. So I have to look at the bud in stages. But when you look at the bud as a whole, you want to look at that whole one side you're able to look at. And
do me a favor
get
tomorrow.
Me?
Yeah, try and put your camera right up against the face of the loop and see if it takes a picture of it.
Oh yeah, for sure. I was already actually thinking about that. Now there are apps like Cozy app and shit like that says they'll work. I need to really see. I'm gonna probably have to like go up there in the morning and like before it really starts getting warm in there so I can keep the fans off and like. Look, I don't know what I'm yielding yet. I have no idea what my weight is going to be like. Just because it looks like I may have a lot doesn't necessarily mean that's true. Now the sour diesel looks like it's going to be dense, so that's probably going to be heavy bud. I'm hoping Skittles bulks up a little more. 3 of the colas on the Skittles are pretty heavy, so. I don't know. We'll have to see. Yeah, he's a little upset his system's doing stupid shit on him today. He shut his system off after playing for a little bit, turned it back on, and an update basically for COD corrupted his whole system. So he's having to wipe his system and
reload everything.
Yeah. He was quite mad.
Check your gear and weapons. Planes are making ready for deployment.
Oh, pretty good.
Well, apparently I know enough to be a mentor. So that's... Well, I said it's... stay up super late anymore.
Nobody stays up super late anymore.
Stand by
It's
for deployment.
counter beneficial to what I'm doing. don't know. I can't tend to my plans of
Rest, yeah,
sleeping until like fucking 1 o'clock.
You to sleep, they don't work on most people.
There's only so much time in a day.
Battle Royale. Alright,
Well, that's my point. That's why I've been going to bed better than I used to. Because it's like staying up, then I end up sleeping. Like, I like my sleep, damn it, so... I stay up late, I sleep late. It just... I can't keep doing that shit.
Hostile dropping into the area. Alright, let's get it done.
Dude, I was landing on top of him. I don't see how the... I didn't even see you mark it, for one.
Yeah, I think they're mostly asleep already.
You're all that's left. Get it done. Enemy dropping into the AO.
All right.
Team is KIA. Take 2 now.
Yeah, I'm tired.
Only 25 left. Keep
The
up
what?
the good work.
The nun? No, I have not. No, I have not.
Is it Aura?
Just in. Enemy UAV overhead.
Yeah, I remember hearing about the nun, but I don't, and I've heard of The Conjuring, but I haven't really followed the series.
I like movies like that, but I don't like movies like that. You'd understand if you've seen
Enemy
the same
dropping
things
into the
I've
AO.
seen.
Everyone to the safe zone now.
Wrapped around. Making sure.
Contact!
Enemy UAV. Enemy UAV overhead.
When I was 12, okay, and yeah, I'm going back. I went over to a friend's place and watched an American Werewolf in London.
Oh, well, the guy pulls his brain
I
out.
had to
I'm gonna show
walk-
you a piece of my brain. I'm
I
gonna
had
give you a
to
piece of my
walk
mind.
home on dirt country roads, you know, at like 11 o'clock at night on a full moon. I kid you not. Oh my god, yes. For sure. For sure. Of course. Yeah, no, it's just like it's like you do things when you're younger, you don't even think of like, I didn't know it was a full moon out. Well, like I said, I went to a friend's place and they had pay TV, so that's what we watched. Yeah, no, my kid's never seen movies like that, not even yet, and she's 16. Yeah. The older I get, the less stomach I have for like torture movies and shit. You know, no, I can watch horror movies, but just yeah, just like
Oh yeah, I
useless,
know.
mindless torture. You know.
Yeah, they're torture to watch.
Yeah, I know. Today they made
They
some
just
really
take a DeWalt drill bit and put it in your kneecap there, yeah.
Check your gear and weapons. Planes are making ready for deployment.
Yeah, that's I'm sure it's something that sounds familiar.
Start warming up. Stand by for deployment to the war zone.
Well, yeah, I mean, any sane person would have come to that conclusion long before the baby was killed. You know.
Battle Royale. Gas is closing on your position. Suggest you get moving.
Oh, it doesn't surprise me, like I said.
Got a vehicle. Mark the TC.
Well, who's that?
I have no idea.
All right, lads, let's get it done. Supply box located. Move to secure.
Yeah, it's pretty gruesome. Based on the photos I've seen. And she couldn't conceive.
Damn it.
Liam, you get in your bed. Come on, get up. Liam, get up. Get in your bed.
Oh, for sure. Like, you know, that's...
Liam. Get a body, go potty. Go get your body.
Sure.
Okay.
Rap? Yeah.
Baby. Go potty. No. Go
Yeah, I've
potty.
known
Go
that
get
for
in your bed.
years.
I'm about to
That
put my
most of them
bed.
were artificial and it was all a persona.
Liam, go pee. Pee. Go pee. In the bathroom and go pee pee. Liam! Go pee! You're not going to pee in the living
It's the
room?
lowest. It's the lowest fruit on the tree.
Some do.
Everything else takes effort.
Check your gear and weapons. Planes are making ready for deployment. Hostiles
Do
dropping
they
into
not
the area.
realize
Watch
this
the
stuff's
skies.
obviously going to come out? Yeah, it shows you what some people feel are important.
Hostile dropping into the area.
But this, again, you know, that's someone who actually did. Versus
He did
versus
it
a
all in
wannabe,
self-defense.
you know, versus a wannabe, you know, like, well, yeah. It's unnatural. Like, we keep hearing this nonsense about how
Battle
war
Royale.
is human nature. No,
Avoid
it's
the
not.
gas. Get to the safe zone.
You know, human nature is not killing each other. That's human nature, and it's really hard for, like, the average human being, like, faced in a wartime situation even. They've done statistics where I forget how many, it's like 80% of the people aren't aiming at an actual target. You know, like, well, people get over it and get experience and they start, you know, producing, if you will. But initially, like, the first time they see combat, something like 80% won't even aim at a human being. They'll just be shooting a gun. Well, probably, but you know. Fucking oil is running out anyhow. It's a finite thing, so.
Clear to engage all targets. Supply box marked. Secure the package.
Yeah, well, some of it just becomes. Well, yeah, I know, but it just becomes a matter of expense and effort. You know.
Next objective located.
I have no idea. I'm not American. Yeah. A boot? Because I'm not fucking from the Maritimes. You know, not every, just like I don't have a Quebec French accent because I never grew up in Quebec. I grew up in French Canada, but French Canada and Quebec is two totally different things. Oh yeah, and I mean, like I said, I'm sure there's some really good people in Quebec, but a lot of them are stuck-up arseholes. Well, they're constantly, it's like people asking for something that they're entitled to, but no one else is. You know what I mean? So, like I said, they're constantly breaking the rules. They're constantly going, it's fucking nonsensical. They've tried to separate, I don't know how many times, and every time, like they vote on it. Most of the people vote against it. But, they still try and constantly try, and like to the rest of Canada, it's like you know, if a state was trying to pull away all the time. Like eventually you'd be like, okay, fine, give us back our money and all our benefits and get the fuck out. Try and make it on your own and see how far you get. Because like the rest of Canada puts a lot of tax dollars into Quebec, and without us, they'd be in a real world of hurt. They don't have much industry besides tourism, so take it for what it is, type thing. I don't know. It's just it gets old after a while. You know what I mean? So yeah, and like here we're a bilingual country, okay? So every province, there's 10 provinces and 2 territories, has their signage in French and English because it's bilingual.
There's a fight kicking off.
And there's no real debate about it. All the other provinces do it without question. Quebec, no, just French. English can fuck off. It's a federal law.
You lose your fight. It's over.
You know what I mean? It's just, like I said, it's just fucking nonsensical.
Time to earn your freedom, soldier. You got your ass kicked in that
all the scandals that my prime minister's been involved in, well, they originate out of Quebec. Why? Because he's from Quebec. It's just, he's padding everybody's fucking pockets, like all the business in that province. The rest of Canada can go fuck itself. Oh yeah, it's like anybody, I'm sure you have your fair share of drama in your country too, it's like Trump. Like, I don't know how much you guys get in actual news, but because I'm outside of your country, I'm not fed propaganda. He broke up relations with almost every fucking country the United States has been allied with for like the last 80 years. He disrupted all sorts of trade around the world. His tariffs hurt Americans more than it hurt Canadians. Okay, so like, I don't know what good he did. But from my perspective, he didn't do any good. And the quicker you could get him the fuck out of office, the better it was for everybody. Mainly Americans. But again, I'm Canadian. I don't have all the answers, but like I said, I'm also not fed all the propaganda. No. But anyhow, like I said, it's not like I'm sitting here thinking, oh, my country's so much better. Not at all. My country's just fucked up in other ways. Our gun laws, but that's just, one aspect of our fucking society. It's been like that for so long. Like, you have to realize, like, our tight gun restrictions have been in force for probably 100 years.
Playtime's over, mate.
Okay,
You're
like,
going to the war zone.
It's been this way for, all my life, and I'm 50. You know what I mean? So it's not like it's something new. No, what I'm saying is pretty much word for word, the Second Amendment was part of our Constitution. At some point in time, our government realized we didn't really need it. It was fine when we were, vast territories and it would take weeks and weeks before you could have, like, reinforcements and stuff like that. But once we became a modern world, part of the modern world, like, there's no need for everybody to be armed to the fucking teeth. And again, if you look at statistics, we don't have a ton of being, like, crime in general. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying, like I said, I'm not trying to say we're a better solution or not. But technically, if you look at the stats, you know, the stats speak for themselves. And we have far less crime, period. Like, we have a lot of gang violence in Toronto and stuff, and innocent people have been shot in ridiculous shootouts and stuff. But yeah, like, it doesn't happen every week. It happens like every 2, 3, 4 years. You know?
Threat down.
Not yet. All hard out there. Return to base for debrief.
Training fire.
Yeah, no, and that can change, you know, like, depending on what happens in a community. Like, right now the murder capital of Canada is Winnipeg, and there's a big problem with crystal meth and amphetamines and shit and opioids. And, like, there's a lot of fucking, like, crime going on, and, like, I forget what the statistics are of how many people are killed monthly. It's fucking crazy. I visited that place the last time I was a kid. I was probably like 10, 12 years old. And it was and I know I was a kid, but, you know, even talking with my family and people I know, like, it was a totally different city. It was clean. There was no crime virtually. You know, it was hardly heard of. Now it's the murder capital of our fucking country. You know what I mean? So, like I said, things can change pretty rapidly in either direction. But again, what works in my country won't necessarily work in your country. You know what I mean? Like I said, these systems have been in place for a long time, like our public health system. It's been around. It's been around as long as I've been alive. You know what I mean? I've never had to pay to go to the hospital. So yeah, you know, it takes time, and, you know, it takes a collective effort, you know, to want it. Ew, I wouldn't imagine what they are. And that's the nice thing about being here, you know? It's just that you don't have, like, yeah, our taxes are higher, you know, much higher. You know, like, on 60 grand a year, I probably pay, like, 20% tax. Income tax. Easy. Maybe it's closer to 25. I'm not sure. Yeah. You know, it's fucking 12:30. If I wanted to right now, I could throw my jacket on and walk to the store without a fucking care in the world. I could have $600 on me. I wouldn't be worried at all. Oh, I'm sure it's really nice.
Battle Royale. Mark a drop point for your team. You'll lead them in. Gas is approaching your position. Safe zone. Enemy dropping into the AO. Clear to engage all targets. Bounty target is up. Let's get it done.
Well, yeah, we've heard these things. But I mean, that type of stuff's been going on since the dawn of man. You know, to be real. Yeah, I know. Like I said, there's certain things that have been around just forever. I don't know. Are
RCXD
they
in your
milking
AO.
cows? Fucking right. Trade all three of my daughters now.
25 is still active in the AO.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, no, the world's a fucked up place still. It was a fucked up place then. Yeah, like I say, I try to as well.
Enemy UAV.
Yeah, like I said, it takes a collective effort to enact change.
Less than 25 was still standing.
But it took them a while.
Never leaves you. You smell it everywhere. Match, candle, grilling the park, all of it brings it back. I can't go anywhere without them following me. Don't tell me the flames won't real.
Welcome back to the Vassar Prom's porting dungeon, where
Your phone just vibrated, I think.
What you're looking for? An orange backpack, very heavy, incredibly important. What was in it? I have no idea. Kevin McLean, 65, complaining of nausea inside an abdominal and lower back pain. Khaki, 140 BPM, thinking a leak in abdominal aorta cannula. Then why'd you bring him here? We went on diversion 4 hours ago. We have the military routing. Lunch services citywide. Yeah, that's a close to Tom Mass. Grab Reynolds.
oh, you took lunch.
Take lunch? Find him, now. With me, trauma 1. Prepare to intubate. Insert a Foley and 2 large 4 IVs on it.
Please tell me you found blood.
No, we've got to be ready for open repair. Triple A could blow at any minute. We're gonna choose the You got a plan idea? Nice lunch?
I usually take lunch at 1.
Yeah, not anymore. Here we eat on the go when you can if you can.
give me the chance to do something. Is this telling the truth? I think he was telling the truth. Yeah. Did you Google him? I refuse to believe that was what our profession has come to, okay? Yeah. Chance? No. Listen. Just tell me where you are. Chance, tell me where you are. Chance. You did this! Wait, no, stop! Chance, stop! Oh, stop! Oh my God, stop! Chance! Okay, go! Okay, stay back! You made me go to that stupid group. I did, I know, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that, Chance. I shouldn't have done that, but I'm here. Please, talk to me. What? You don't believe me? Yes, I do. I believe it. I believe your burns are real. I believe your pain is very real. Chance, look at me. I believe you. There was a fire, wasn't there? There was a fire. People lie. People do that. People lie to impress. People lie to hide their shame. I lie to hide my pain. I do it every day. Where was the fire? Tell me where the fire was. Tell me something. Tell me one true thing. Upstate. Okay, upstate. There. You started. That's where your family's from, right? That's why you contacted me, isn't it? Part of you wanted to unburden yourself. You want to tell me the truth. I'm here. Tell me. I'm here. I was drunk. The farm, my family's farm. What happened? A cigarette. It lit up the barn, and then the house, and then by the time I heard them screaming, I tried to stop it. My brother, my big sister, my parents gone. An accident. An accident, Chance. Does it matter? Yes, it matters. All of it matters because it's real. It's your truth. All the rest of it, you need to let go. You need to just let go.
Rose, it's Dr. Cal. Got some new medication for you.
Alright, I think I'm hopping off. Yeah. Well, she's watching.